All right, here we are on Heather's greenhouse, an episode without Heather. This is Thomas and Thomas's Uncle Dev from Florida. And Uncle Dev is a professional landscaper, and he has been here. This is his 5th visit here, I think. But over 4 years, he has seen this place go from nothing at all to everything you see now. So kind of take us through the garden if you know what's going on, Uncle Dev.
Well, a lot of color and variety. I mean, Heather is just an expert out here in her garden, and she just loves it as much as I do. There are many of the plants out here that over the years I've known the name of. Lantana, the hibiscus, a lot of them I've forgotten though, but this is a jewel right here. This is called a dinner plate hibiscus.
It's about as big as a dinner plate.
It is. And the buds are like, they're as big as a pine cone. And so she's really done an amazing job out here. I'm one of those guys who very early on I was taught by my grandmother all about flowers and plants and trees, and she had the greenest thumb I've ever known. And she told me one time that every plant and tree that God made has a soul. So every morning she would get up and she would walk through the garden and she would talk to her plants and tell them how beautiful they were, how much she appreciated their color and them growing for her. And I do the same thing. I do that in my garden at home in Florida. I go through and tell the plants, express my gratitude for their beauty. And to God too. I mean, He provided all this beauty for us.
Well, yeah, obviously.
But yeah, it's there's just so many unique things in Heather's garden.
Well, in Heather's garden, since I do all the editing, I get to see, all the stuff she's done and everything, and I know how she plants things. She doesn't really set out with an agenda. She just kind of puts stuff in pots and sees what comes up and everything, and it's kind of a nice surprise when it does come up.
My flower beds at home are the same way. Of course, living in Florida, 90% of everything I have in the ground is tropical, but I've never grouped things. And that's what's really unique about tropical. You don't have to group them. You just put them in the ground, they grow together, and it's just, they create their own beauty. So, just like this does. But I can remember 4 years ago, there was nothing. Oh, look at the butterfly over there. See, that's another thing. See these beautiful butterflies flying around and making themselves at home. But just the transformation that has taken place over the years is just astounding and amazing and beautiful.
When we first got here, we didn't have her shed over there. The seawall wasn't there. The dock, like you mentioned, was just a rickety floating piece of wood, basically.
Yes.
We didn't have her greenhouse over there. And we also didn't have that big patch of bare dirt where we wanted to have a pool put in, but just didn't work out because of a septic situation. But that side will end up being as beautiful as this side, I'm sure.
And I don't know if you zoom in or not, but that big tree / bush over there, the green one, that is one of my favorite things in this garden. It's like that would be my pride and joy. That's a fig tree. My grandparents in Charleston, South Carolina, they had a fig tree so large that there were 6 kids with husbands, wives, kids, and their tree was so big all those 6 kids and their families were able to pick figs off that tree, never empty it, and in the wintertime you would have fig preserves and whatever else they made. Fig preserves is still today my favorite. So I
don't think we've gotten any figs off of that yet. Is there a reason?
They're on it.
They're on it now?
Oh yeah.
Well, we should get some figs for
Well, they're only just, they're still green. They're only that big, but all of them I see on there's going to be a lot of figs on that tree. And so I don't know if she makes fig preserves, but if she does,
She might have to.
I'll fly down and make some But yeah, this is, and I love this lantana. Butterflies love it too.
Well, there used to be a tree there. There were 3 trees there that we had taken down.
These are just gorgeous. And some of the things she has in here, I don't know what they are, even though, I mean, I worked for a private estate in the landscape department where they had what I termed as a Garden of Eden. I worked there for 4 years, and I marveled every day how blessed I was to be able to go to work at that garden. It was incredible. They had koi ponds and waterfalls, and they had bushes and trees brought in from other countries that I have never seen. And had I not worked there, I would have never ever gotten the opportunity to see those. I'm grateful for that. So.
Well, that is great. Well, this has been another episode of Heather's Greenhouse. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time, happy gardening.